add another truck panel. Whoa! If I only had an engine. Welcome to Turnin and Burnin, #1 channel, all things blue collar. A public service announcement. This video is already aired. Wright Stuff Family Adventures. Just want to let y'all know so you know when you see all the references watching this video, that is why. I'm bringing this series, the Labor of Love series, 1969 Firebird build. I'm bringing this series to Turnin and Burnin. Enjoy. What's going on out there in the YouTube world? Today is another day. I've been a little bit busy working on the Labor of Love build. I've been doing some stuff behind the scenes without the camera in front of my face. Just some stuff's kind of boring. Stuff you probably don't want to see. Let me kind of show you where we're at right now. As you can see, she is completely stripped down to nothing right now. Went ahead and pulled out the heater core, pulled it all out from over here. That thing has never been pulled out. That's actually original paint or primer. Went ahead and pulled out the pedals, accelerator pedal, clutch and brake. That's all. Accelerator was one unit, the clutch and brake is another unit. Come in here and I've really cleaned up the inside really well. Same with the roof here. Pretty much stripped everything down to nothing. I don't know if this shows up on camera real well, but that is actually the original paint right here. The original paint before my dad painted it, which was a green color. I'll have to look up that paint spec, kind of see where it is. Coming around the back, everything's stripped down. She is ready to go, ready to get to work. And as you can see from the beginning of this video, magically somehow I got a new trunk floor panel. So today I'm going to take you along as we remove the old panel out of there and install the new one. As this video goes on, you're probably going to see me wearing different clothes because I'm not going to be able to get this all done in one evening. Try to work anywhere from 2 to 3 hours a night whenever I have time on the Labor of Love. So I don't think I'm going to get that much done. Honestly, this is probably going to be the hardest, probably not the most fun part of this whole build, is doing this and the floor panels on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and replace those too. So today I'm going to take you along. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do and how I'm going to go about it. I may do this a little bit different than other people do. Right or wrong, it's the right way. That's why we write stuff. Anyways, come along with me as we get to work back here on the tail end of this Labor of Love. So as you can see, I purchased a brand new panel for this trunk. Got it from Classic Industries. I found that they were probably the cheapest and they were really quick. Ordered this bad boy and got it within like 3 days. So came in a lot quicker than I thought. Kind of done a little bit of prep work. Come in here and cleaned everything up. I know it's nasty and it's all rusted. That's why we're replacing it. So kind of before I hit that fast forward button and get to work, I'm just going to kind of show you what I'm going to do. These little pillars right here, as you can see, This one's already about to come off. I haven't messed with that. That's just old age. And I'm gonna chop these off. I'm not gonna worry too much about these because I bought brand new ones. They should actually be at the house when I get home tonight. So I'm just gonna chop these kind of, the grinder, whatever, just come across here. Not gonna be too fancy. Get rid of that. Go ahead and pull this off. This is pretty rusted right here. Let's cut this with a grinder. See if I can clean this up. May see if I can go ahead and buy a new one of the trunk latches and see. Last night while I was over here, I went ahead and you can see these marks. These are where the spot welds are. Kind of could see, felt underneath here to see where they were, and actually the light is shining just right where I could see the spot welds. And so what I went ahead and did is just marked them with a soapstone. That way I can go ahead and go in there and drill them out. And then once I do that, get all that pulled out and ready, I'm gonna go up underneath the car. Alright, I'm up underneath the back of the car here. As you can see right here, this is the repair that my dad did many years ago. He went ahead and did this trunk panel before, and he overlapped it. You can see these little bubbles right here, actually where it's welded on the inside, and he's overlapped it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, if I'm going to overlap it or not. I'm going to try not to, but it's going to kind of see how this comes out. Normally, and you've probably seen this on other videos, you would drill these spot welds out all through here on these little frames. This is the frame that actually holds the gas tank in. You drill all these out, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. What I'm going to do is right up underneath here in the back is, sorry about the shadows, they're kind of welded in here. I'm going to come underneath here and I'm going to grind these out, detach it from the back of the car. That way when I cut it out, the whole piece will drop out, and these frames will come out with it. And that way it comes out in one piece, and I don't have to drill all these out, because to me, I think it's going to be easier to get in here and just cut these little welds out and drop the whole floor pan out. So join me back up top. So first things first, before I get to grinding and hacking and cutting everything out, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple measurements for this latches. The trunk did sit and lock down and was in pretty good shape before I took it off. So I want to go ahead and make sure this is good. I know there's adjustment in here when I do line it all back up, but I do want to get this pretty close to the same spot. Maybe I don't need to do this, but I'm just going to take some quick measurements. I'm just going to kind of measure from these spots here in the corner into here, kind of see where my center is, and go from there. Alright, so I just measured from this lip right here to the very edge, this lip right here to the very edge, and I've taken some pictures and everything, so I know how this all goes back together. Maybe it's overkill, but doesn't hurt to have it. So anyways, I'm going to get to cutting. I showed you what I'm going to do back here, what I'm going to start cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the fast forward button and get to rolling. I'll check in with you as I get a little bit further along. Stay tuned. First one's out. That one ate my lunch. First one was a piece of cake. The middle piece came out pretty easy because it actually, the old weld busted off when I was lifting it up. And that last one on the passenger side, that one whooped my booty. It was welded in there, something fierce. So here's what we're looking at. Alright, as you can see, got the brackets out of there. Got this middle piece out for the latch. Like I said, probably gonna have to buy a new one. Once I cut these welds and I went to kind of move it, it busted right here and right here. It looks like it was repaired before. It was just welded on top. So obviously if it's just welded on top and nothing on the bottom, it's gonna break. This one came out easy. You can see there was maybe that little shiny spot, one weld in there. So what I did is I went ahead and I set the piece in there just to test fit it, to see how it fit. It's a little tight, obviously with the reproduction. This is a reproduction and that one's a reproduction, so they're not really quite the same. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to come along in here and I'm just going to give it a first cut, just a rough cut all the way around to open this up, give me some room, and then I'll get back in there and test fit it. So that, where are you at, YouTube? You're right there. I had something in my ear. Yeah, here we go. I'm back. Just lost my whole train of thought there. But I am going to go ahead and let's get to cutting all this, cut it all out, and when you get back I'll have a hole there and I'll test fit that piece. We'll see where we're at. Alright, here we go. Alright, as you can see, she is out of there. Cut fairly smooth, it's pretty rusted. It's just my first cut just to get the pan out of there. And now I'm going to go ahead and drop the new one in there, kind of trace out my lines and see where I need to be cutting. There we go. Fit in there pretty good. I'll go ahead and trace the line. After I trace the line out, I'm going to go ahead and cut that. I'm going to cut a little bit on this side of the line, mainly so I don't want to cut too much. Kind of whittle away at it as I go. Mainly a little bit of a lip. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to go ahead and trace this line and get that cut out. So I didn't finish the trunk panel. As y'all saw, got everything cut out, and I went ahead and got in here and I laid it in there just to kind of see how it's gonna fit. Actually, these came in the mail, like I said at the beginning of the video, and so I got everything laid in place. I don't want to bore y'all any longer with anything because it's just going to be a whole lot of trimming, getting everything ready. And I'm actually gonna, while I have the panel out of there, I can tuck myself up underneath here, and I'm gonna go ahead and prime all this, sand it all down and prime it. So I don't want to bore y'all with all that, so I want to go ahead and end the video right here. Just wanted to say thank y'all for coming along with me on this journey as I continue to work on the labor of love. Again, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the subscribe button like a million times if you can. That'd be awesome. But anyways, I don't want to bore you all with all this other stuff. In the next video, when I come back, I'm gonna kind of show you how I'm gonna be welding it in, and we'll weld it in and see how it turns out. All right, so anyways, Kevin from Wright Stuff Family Adventures, I'm out of here.